Unit 6, Relationships in Triangles, question 5a to 5b. So we're trying to construct an angle bisector and perpendicular bisector. So angle bisector divides an angle into two congruent angles. So again, bisect means bi means two, sector means the cutting, okay? So bisector means cut or divide an angle into two congruent, and the word congruent means same angles, okay? Perpendicular bisector splits a line segment into two equal parts that cross at a right angle or at a perpendicular angle, which is making a 90-degree angle. Okay, so the first one right here is saying use a compass and straight edge to bisect. So we're doing an angle bisector, angle O. So this is angle O. Your final answer should be exactly one blue ray. So when I'm bisecting O, that means I'm splitting O into a exact half, okay? So to do that, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to place my point of my compass on the point O, and I'm going to extend it to some distance on my line, okay? So some distance that will be on both lines. So I'll put right here, and then put an arch right here, okay? So let's try what we're going to do first. So first, place point of compass on point O, alright, and then second, draw an arch on each line. So actually draw an equivalent arch, okay? Because again, you don't change the length of it, so you draw equivalent arch on each line, okay? So then afterwards, you're going to put a point on where the lines intersect, okay? And then you're going to move your compass to one of each of the points, okay? And you're going to draw a line, or rather draw an arch where the angles would bisect. So we're going to draw an arch somewhere in the middle where they would bisect, okay? And then put it to the other one and draw an arch somewhere in the middle where they would bisect. Put the point of the compass right here and draw an arch somewhere in the middle where they would bisect, okay? So third, I would place compass at the intersecting points of both lines, alright, and draw arches in the center. So, and then fourth, draw center arches, okay? And then finally, you just connect a ray to that area. So final thing will be connect a blue ray through this, and we should know what a ray is. A ray has one starting point, and then it's going in one specific direction. To know where it's going, you represent it by an arrow. So an arrow where the starting point is a ray. So this is a ray, okay? So again, guys, just like that, okay? So the next question says, use a compass and a straight edge to construct a perpendicular bisector for the line LM. Your final answer should be exactly one blue line, not a line segment, okay? So a line would be a line that has an arrow on each directions, okay? So when I'm doing this question, this is the first thing I'm going to do. So what we're going to do, guys, is that we're going to put our point of our compass on any side of our line. I'll start with L because it says LM, so you start at L. And I'm going to extend my compass a little bit past the halfway point, okay? And then I'm going to draw a half circle, okay, and that goes through that line. So a half circle around that line, okay? Then I'm going to place my compass on the other side of my line with the same distance, alright, so the same distance on the compass, and then draw another half circle on the other side of that line. Okay, so what I do first, so first place compass at one end of the line. Okay, second, stretch compass a little more than halfway to the other end of the line. Alright, then third, draw a half circle arch, circular arch, okay, then repeat. So then I'll place it at the other one, draw a half circle, and then I'll be able to draw, so here will be intersecting point, and then I just draw my line or my perpendicular line through this point. So I click line and I draw my line between these points. So this forms the 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle. Okay, so again guys, just like that.